Since the Ontario government announced its decision to lift mask mandates in schools, CityNews has been keeping a close eye on cases and concerns. We've spoken to those in favour and against of a maskless return to classrooms. Tonight, one GTA school board is sounding the alarm by sending their troubling data to the province's Minister of Education.
Stability has been in short supply for Ontario students, educators, and their families for more than 2 years. Ontario's bright young minds have spent more time out of the classroom than anywhere else in the country. As the sixth wave rolls on, some experts believe without action, the province will continue to stall as we try and get out of this polarizing pandemic.
A real plan to suppress the virus as much as possible in our communities. That's something that we never embraced. And if we don't, we're basically doomed to this cycle of variants.
Since the Ontario government announced it was lifting the mask mandates in schools after March break, multiple school boards have pushed back. One board has now presented the government with data. The chair of the Halton Catholic District School Board wrote this letter to Education Minister Stephen Lecce, complete with this chart. It outlines that staff absenteeism has reached nearly 20% in both elementary and secondary schools in the 3 weeks after the break. Minister Lecce's office has repeatedly said they're following the advice of Ontario's Medical Officer of Health, who had this to say this morning on breakfast television when asked if he was considering a return of COVID protocols to schools.
I wouldn't go back because children aren't the individuals that are causing the increase in hospitalization. It continues to be our elder members of our community.
The emergency room doctor Kashif Prasada believes the province is ignoring the fact that spread in schools can lead to elderly people contracting the virus.
This is wave 6. Wave 7 is going to be around in 2 months, and then wave 8 after that. It's going to keep happening. We're going to catch it. We're going to get damaged.
In their letter to the Minister of Education requesting the temporary return of a mask mandate, the Halton Catholic Board wrote in part, "We have witnessed a marked decrease in the use of masks that has limited our ability to stop the spread of COVID-19 in our school communities and its associated impacts to student learning. We very much look forward to the time when we can safely relax all of the protocols that have been implemented to keep our schools and community safe. The evidence shows we are not there yet." Though CityNews has spoken to multiple therapists who claim a return of mask mandates would be more detrimental to children than the virus itself.
We can't expect our youngsters to be automatically resilient. So this roller coaster is very difficult for them. Developmentally, children actually need to see faces in order to understand their own emotions, to understand their effect on others, to be able to regulate.
CityNews reached out to multiple other school boards for their reaction to the Halton Catholic Board's request. Each of them said they continue to follow the guidance from the province, though they're strongly recommending all students and staff continue wearing a mask.